Today we have the Meta Quest 3, and in this video I'm going to be unboxing, reviewing, and showing you how to set up your Meta Quest 3 VR headset. So let's just get straight into it. As you can see, I have the Meta Quest 3 in hand, and there's actually two different versions. One is a 128GB version that I actually have right now, and there's also a 512GB version if you want some crazy storage for all your VR games. The first thing that you get inside the box is the Meta Quest 3 itself. As you can see on the front of the Meta Quest 3, there's a pair of cameras, and in the middle of those two cameras is the depth sensor, which basically makes all these new mixed reality experiences possible. If we go ahead and look at the bottom of the headset, you'll see the volume buttons, and you also have the IPD adjustment wheel, which basically moves the lenses on the inside of the headset either farther or closer between each other to line up with your eyes and give you the clearest view possible. On the left side of the headset, there's the power button, and there's also the USB-C charging port. There's also two extra cameras on either side, and if we look at the right side of the headset, as you can see, there's a headphone port. Now what you want to go ahead and do is remove this little cardboard piece on the inside of the headset, which will reveal the lenses. And each lens has a little protective piece of plastic on it, which you just want to go ahead and remove. And something super cool I found out about the Quest 3 is that the glasses spacer is built inside the faceplate. All you have to do is press in these two buttons on the inside of the faceplate and adjust the faceplate depth to your liking, so you have enough space for your glasses and can see comfortably. The next thing you get inside the box are the controllers, which are super comfortable and very sturdy as well. There's going to be a plastic tab hanging out of each controller, which you just want to go ahead and pull on them until they come out, which will activate your controllers. And finally, inside the box you get another little box full of goodies, which include the charging brick, the charging cord, and manuals. So now that we have everything unboxed, let's go ahead and set up our Meta Quest 3. First things first, I would recommend that you have a nice big dedicated space to do this all in, so it's a comfortable experience and you won't bump into anything. After you do that, you want to go ahead and download the Meta Quest app onto your mobile device. And if you don't already have one, you want to go ahead and create a Meta account, and you can sign up by using your Facebook, your Instagram, or your email. Now we're going to go ahead and put on the Meta Quest 3 and set up the VR headset itself. Unfortunately for these first few steps, I couldn't get a whole lot of footage of them, but basically we'll go ahead and ask you for your preferred language, to connect to Wi-Fi, and we'll also ask you to adjust your IPD with the wheel like I showed you before. After you do that, it will ask you to connect your Meta Quest 3 to the app. You should get a prompt to connect to your nearby Quest 3, but if you don't, you can connect your headset manually. And to do that, you want to go to the home screen, select pair a headset, go ahead and select the Meta Quest 3, and you should go ahead and connect to your VR headset. After you do that, you'll be prompted to create a virtual boundary, just like how I'm doing it. Once you've completed that, you'll be all ready to go and explore virtual reality. Also, if you're a beginner and have never really tried VR before, besides those stupid cardboard abominations, Meta actually provides two really good beginner games that I think you'll absolutely love. This first one that I'm going to be talking about actually launched with the Meta Quest 3 to show off its mixed reality features, where it literally scans your entire room and puts you in a super immersive experience where you catch these little cute alien orbs. If you're very excited about the mixed reality features that Quest 3 has to offer, this is the first game you should definitely be checking out. There's also the other VR game that Meta released called First Steps, where it takes you through different experiences, like dancing with a robot, shooting blocks, and controlling a blimp. First Steps is 100% the best way to learn and get the hang of VR, and I would 100% check out both of these games. But by now you guys are probably wondering what my thoughts are on the Meta Quest 3, especially compared to the Meta Quest 2 and if it's worth an upgrade. Personally, I think if you can afford the $500 price tag for the base model of the Meta Quest 3, and you're going to be using it a lot, this is definitely worth your money. Everything with the Meta Quest 3 is taken to the next level, and I gotta say it looks so much better than the Oculus Quest 2, and I thought that was a really good VR headset. There is barely a screen door effect, and everything looks crystal clear. And also, since the Meta Quest 3 is especially thinner than the Meta Quest 2, it is much more balanced and doesn't put as much pressure on my face, which means I can play VR for longer. Those are just some of my thoughts on the Meta Quest 3, and if you guys have any questions or concerns, feel free to comment down below, and I'll do my absolute best to respond to you guys. But also, before you go, if you want to know what the best free VR games are that you can play on your Meta Quest 3, click and watch this video right here. Trust me, these games are super fun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.